You know what America needs? America needs strong young men. And the reason I talk about that, I'm not saying that we need strong people across the board. It's because, well, I'm a man. I don't really know how to speak to women and tell them what to need. But the only thing I can say is I hope that the next generation of men is what women are looking for. They are gentlemen. They treat women well. And in America, I think young men are struggling. I think if you look at a couple statistics, fatherless homes, and you look at like the suicide rate, it'll show you two very key points. Number one, in fatherlessness homes, those are like 50 or 60% of the men that are committing the crimes, all crimes across the board. A lot of the time too, it's like fatherless homes, they're typically more the kids grow up, the young men grow up and they become alcoholics or on drugs. Again, gang violence. Like there are multiple things that contribute to that, but in most cases, there is something that's all connected, and it's typically a fatherless home. There isn't a fatherly role model, and as young men, you will find them. For me, I did not have my father growing up. I'm not blaming him. I'm not mad at him. I'm just stating the facts. Didn't have him growing up. So I had to find fatherly figures, and by the grace of God, I had some great people. I had some great coaches that I gravitated towards younger on. I had my grandfathers who I gravitated towards. Not saying they were my fathers, but they were fatherly enough figures to help guide me and steer me in the right direction, right? They told me to work hard in school. They kept me in sports. Well, my mom kept me in sports. My mom told me to work hard in school. You know, we went to church. There were certain things that kept me on the path and not to deviate and to be a little monster in society and create trouble, right? In other scenarios and other environments, that's not the case. And young men will become what they see and what they are around. And I think it's really, really important for what we put out on social media, what we tell people, what we talk about with people, to inspire the next generation of young men who may not have those influences. I think that's why individuals like an Andrew Tate, not saying he's the best, not saying he's the worst, I'm just saying, why is he like the head figure of men who want to follow him? Well, he's got money, he's got power, he represents masculinity. And for guys that are lacking that in a culture like today where everything is so soft, especially in America, it's very attractive to do that, want that, and see that. And I'm not saying you should be like an Andrew Tate. I'm just saying that's kind of the thought process of young men collectively as a whole. But what I am saying is that if you look at the second statistic, suicides, 3/4 of all suicides are men, typically middle-aged men. And what that's telling me is when you start entering your late 20s, early 30s, or throughout your 30s, and then your mid to early 40s, you're probably realizing that your life sucks and that you didn't do what you're supposed to do, and now you're old, you hate your life, and people just off themselves. That's just how it is with men. Like, it's a very depressing thing. Once life moves on without you as a man, society kind of forgets about you. So very quickly, you become a loser, and, you know, the family, you become that weird uncle, essentially. Nobody wants that. So my story to young men today is you need to make sure you're working as hard as you possibly can. You need to stay out of trouble. Don't commit a crime. Number 3, don't get a woman pregnant unless you know that like that is like your life partner. You guys get married and you actually want to have kids. That's something for you to decide. But if you do like those 3 things, you'll probably be on the right path. You know, go through school, check all the boxes through high school, determine if college is for you, because college ain't for everybody. It doesn't make sense to go to college just to have fun and then be in, you know, $50, $100, $150, $200,000 worth of debt. So that's my biggest thing for young men. Go to the gym, build your body, eat good, wholesome food, get cut, you know, get cut up, like muscular, not like cut yourself, but I'm saying like get cut up, like develop a body that you're proud of, develop the confidence to have that body and to be able to speak with people and develop skills. Always be learning. Always allow new information to flow. Do not be arrogant, think you know it all. You feel invincible, of course, when you're, you know, in your teens and young 20s. But life will catch up to you real quick, and you'll realize that there are other people out there that are doing better. They are working harder, they are younger, and they are hungrier. So get after it, young men, and be the men that young women want to see. that they would want to marry. Do not be some e-boy, do not be some turd that thinks that they are going to be this hot shot their entire life. Do not get complacent. Keep pushing, keep furthering your family. Do not be stagnant. Do not embarrass your family. Do not take a step back in life. You know, so hope that resonates well to all the young men out there. Keep doing your thing. If you guys ever need anything, shoot me a DM, email, whatever. We're happy to talk with you guys. As always, peace, much love.